Start the music, and let's get it rolling. What's up, YouTube? Today, we are deep diving into the 7 days of reveals, and we also got another huge announcement. The Predecessor game direction, standard, and ranked. Now, I don't know how I missed these, but I missed them. So I'm sorry that I missed the 7 days of reveals. So to sum it up, so there's a live stream happening October 8th. We got a new theme reveal, battle pass news, a legacy map, back in customs, Frankensteel, Bale the Betrayer, new hero, ARAM mode, standard and ranked, direction deep dive, and the 1.9 live stream. We got all this coming up for every day of October, and I've been missing it because I'm a trash YouTuber. I need to get you guys all informed this right away, you know. And I'm sorry. Just kidding. I love you guys. Alright, so pretty much on the 7th reveal, standard and ranked direction deep dive, that was today. ARAM mode. ARAM. Let's go, baby. New game mode. If you guys don't know what ARAM is, it's this fountain versus this fountain, and it's randomized, and you go one lane. Bam. There you go. 5th hero, Bale the Betrayer. You could not lie. This looks like Guts from Berserk. Come on now. Look at the shadow. I'm already excited. I will drop 100 bandos of freaking coins on this dude. You hear me? Okay, alright. Enough jokes. Dude looks sick as fuck. Alright, 4th reveal. Overprime assets. Now, this is probably the biggest thing of all time. Frankensteel. Yes, you heard me right. Overprime assets are coming. Overprime skins. And heroes. We don't know yet. Overprime skins. Let's go to images. We got gadget skin. Sick as fuck. Really cool. They need to drop that gadget skin. Come on, Omeda. What are you doing? We got Wraith. We got the Richter, the big green boss Richter, which looks sick, dude. There's so many good skins about Overprime. Just if you guys want to look at every little one, I'm not going to go through every single one, but there are some that are just like, bro, like, you will cream your freaking pants off. Like, you will be flooding downstairs profusely. They are so cool. They're so lit. And because it's assets, this could be anything. This could be mobs. This could be literally anything. Anything. Skins, mobs, effects, characters. Like, it could be it all, okay? It's dope. 3rd reveal, legacy map and customs. Let's go. Legacy is now in customs. You can play on the old map. Battle pass news. Alright, this is what I'm excited for. If you missed all these sweet battle passes from back in the day, guess what? Now you can re-earn them. So, which is sick. So they pulled a Master Chief kind of collection. I don't know if you guys ever played Halo, Master Chief collection. Pretty much, you get stuff and you could go into the old battle passes and unlock the old battle passes. You could pay for them and unlock them. Dude, that's awesome. Thank you, Omeda. Doing this extends the life of your game so much, and it allows new players to be like, that skin on that pass, take my money. Good play. We love good plays. You know what they did? They just ganked duo lane with a fat jungler. That's what they just did. Okay, now, probably because you already heard about that, we went through it pretty quick. You guys got all the information. Let's fly through this one now too. I don't want to be on here too long, but this is a lot. It's a lot to take in. It's a lot to digest. I proofread it, and I almost freaking wowed it out because there's some change in here that I do not like. But Predecessor game direction, standard, and ranked. So, starting in 1.9, we're implementing major balance changes, okay? This will slow the pace, increase the emphasis on strategy, and reward skilled play. I disagree about the reward skilled play. I think it's just what hero can stay in lane the longest and not rotate. Wraith. They. Gideon. Like, I can keep going on and on and on. But we'll get to there. Direction. So firstly, we want to say that we see our core mission as building the next generation home for mobile players. You guys have been crushing it. Everybody give a shout out to the devs. Let's go, devs. Omeda, shout out. We love you. The high goals are address game balance and feel, reward skill mastery, and improve laning impact. So here's the thing. Before we get into all what they changed, all this right here is beautiful. They say, we want to mix it up. We are willing to take this water, which is normal water, and add flavor to it and shake it up. And doing that is good, and doing that is bad. Let's list all the good things off the top of my head. Good. Variety. Different seasons, different things, different maps, different elements, different mobs, different seedlings and shaper, for example, different objectives. Like, you always have something new. The bad. Fortnite Season 2. Primal Shotgun and Primal Assault Rifle. I know I did that, and I know that won't click with a lot of you because we're MOBA fans and not brainless, brain rotted, floss dancing kids. But to sum it up, Season 2 Fortnite with those prime guns were trash. Alright? So pretty much it made the whole game trash. Feel like trash, play like trash, and now you're stuck like that. But the issue that well, not really the issue, the praise I gotta give to Omeda here is they update their game so fast. Remember the 6-second back? You're out of there. They're like, nope, back to 8 seconds, 2 weeks. That's all. 2 weeks, maybe 4. Not enough for 2 or 3 weeks. Boom. We messed up. People are backing too fast. Cool. They're willing to change, and they're willing to, the key word here, adapt. And that's what I like. Okay? So, they want to slow down how chaotic and brawly the games of Standard and Rank can feel. Now, why do they feel this way? They feel this way because duo lane, after getting a pick, pushes lane, or gets a pick, and guess what? They're in mid, teabagging mid laner now. Why? They just can. And then they can come back. They can teabag mid lane, back, come back, and still make it the lane by the time the minions touch each other. You feel me? They want to slow that down. They want to make it so when you go to gank, they're like, nah, we gotta increase the risk of ganking. Because now people are traveling so fast that I played a game. I didn't post it, but maybe I should have. It was literally a snowball of 5 players just doing this around the lanes. And because it's Predecessor, they could push one lane up, rotate all the way to off lane, kill mid, kill off lane, back, go to right, kill right, and then just... Now, does that happen? No. Can a high team get away with that on ranked? Yes. It's to take away that, add more risk. If you're in these off lane, or if you're all the way in freaking duo lane, you shouldn't be able to run to the other side of the map and just start teabagging people. Alright, that's what they're trying to do. Do I agree? How do I feel about that? I agree to disagree, because I like fast-paced things. Now, MOBAs are already slow. These matches are already 45 minutes long. So, what do you mean slow it down? I want to snowball. I want to grind. I want to get a lead. I want to be fast. I'm already playing 45 minutes. How much slower do you want me to play this match for? So, take that into account. This could either go good or it could go bad. Now, they want to reward skill and mastery. So, like mechanical skill and game knowledge. Cool. Improve laning aspect. Choices during the laning phase should have more weight and allow for different trade-offs and strategy. This is all I talked about. I talked about all this in that one little thing. Reward skill. When to rotate, when to gank, when to this. Slow down the movement speed. Like I talked about all this. Game pace. Now, ready? Here we go. For starters, there have been several discussions among the community. As a result, we're slowing down the pace of the match. We're decreasing the base movement speed of heroes slightly to limit how quickly any given hero can rotate around the map. I said they would do that. We are putting more emphasis on minions and jungle camps. Like I said, this is where you get a problem where now people are hugging their tower, and the people that can survive with tons of mana can just get away with anything. Wraith with resolution and what's it called? I want to say Mind Freak, like Chris Angel. No, what's that? The squiggly sword that you get the point. He has too much mana that guess what? He could just sit back. Boo, minion. Boo, 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 boo. He never has to leave. Never. Never. And guess what? When mid tries to rotate slow, hey bro, mid rotated, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna halt his minions. Just watch out for the gank, and you in duo lane, do what I'm doing. Just stand in tower. Just stall. That's the issue I see that's going to happen. On high level gameplay, low level it's gonna be fine. High level, people are gonna be hugging their tower, act like Bob's the tower, like it is some fresh meat in college. You feel me? It's gonna get bad. That's how I see it. We'll see it in game. And finally, they're increasing the time it takes for large objectives such as Shaper, Fangtooth to respawn, and reducing the global rewards for killing them. Okay, that I'm on par with. I can see why this is good. This is a good slowdown. This is the way to slow down. Movement speed is not the way to slow down, in my opinion. I think slowing down a match should be like, hey, these objectives are spawning too quick. Let's slow that down so we have like more kind of like a gank kind of thing, a more laning phase, you know, let's buff the lone minion XP or something. This is where my issue lies, is the movement speed. Because when nobody likes slow. Nobody likes slow. Tell me when you liked playing a slow fighting game. Let me know when you liked playing a slow racing game. Let me know when you played a slow action game. They suck. Nobody plays them. Okay? Just let that sink in. Laning interaction and player agency. Many players feel that successfully farming minions and gaining creep score leads isn't rewarding enough. That's a lie. What people don't understand is they do not understand the XP system and how it works. They don't understand that if I hold wave as a duo lane, right? And I hold wave, their wave kills the minions, I kill their minions, but they lose out on like 5, 10, 15, 20 creeper score. But then I'm pushed up and they get gold buff. That gold buff XP will give them as much or more creep score than me halting those minions. So this is where people get confused. People go, I held wave, they missed out on minions, why are they higher level than me? I have, or even this happened to me, I have 8 kills, they have 3. How are they higher level than me? It's because they got the gold buff mixed with better creep management. And now you're saying you want to buff the creep management higher. My issue is people just don't know how it works. They don't know how to properly farm. They don't know how to halt minion wave. Anything golden under, they don't know how to halt the minion wave. Supports will be dropping abilities on your minions. That stuff is unknown. We need a better way to teach the players that. You know? Have a better tutorial. You know? Where it's like, as support, you want to only punch the minions when you have the blue ball around you. So that way you can build your crest. Other than that, you want to be setting up and wondering what abilities should I use to go in on their carry, go on their support? Should I pull in with Richter? Alright. So, hopefully that clarified some things. I'm going to move on. Tower damage. Tower damage. We received a lot of feedback that towers do not have enough punch. Thank you. How long has it been? To help resolve this, we increase the strength of towers throughout the match. Here's the issue with this. Throughout the match. It's not throughout the match. It's early to mid game. Is where you see players level 4, level 5, level 6 just got aught. 3v walk in a tower and just deliver the most intense beatdown on you, and they walk out like nothing happened. That's an issue. The only character that should be able to get away with that is Greystone with aught, because he's designed to do that. I said what I said. Other than Greystone, you should not be able to just jump in tower and do nothing. Get shot with it 3 times at level 5. Twice and you should be dead. If you go in on a hero and that hero hits you with any kit ability, Wraith Grenade Snipe, for instance, Grenade Snipe, you take 2 shower shots, you should be dead. You can Grenade Snipe Crunch and it takes anywhere between 4 to 5 shots to die. Early level. That's a problem. Fix the early. Throughout the match, late game, you don't want to buff them late game. Late game, the goal is to get Overprime and go in. If you buff them too much, you kind of unwarranted orb, in my opinion. Crowd control. The duration of crowd control, CC, is a frequent point of debate for players. It's an important part of a MOBA experience, yes, but we understand the frustration that could come with CC-heavy gameplay. What are they doing here? Let me scroll down. We believe there is space to trim out some access present in... No. As a result, various CC abilities across the game are roughly 10 to 20% reduction. Richter, Decker, nerfed. Morn, nerfed. Boris, nerfed. You know what this is going to do? Any kind of squishy auto attack god, Seraph, Sparrow, they just get out scot-free. They're going to be the meta. That's all you're saying. You're saying auto attack squishies are going to dominate. Because now there's no way to trap them. It's no way to hold them. 10 to 20%? That's 0.2 seconds. That's... Imagine Seraph. She has her invulnerable button. 0.2 seconds less. Throw on Brutal Axe. CC immune. The first one. Gets hit with some crazy other one. Invulnerable. That's crazy. I mean, I do understand why they would change this. But at the same time, I don't know. That is a big part of the game they're changing. Movement, skill expression, and positioning. Another problem that surfaces is the limited potential for players to outplay their opponents in a fight. That is bullshit. I don't care what they say. There is so much playability and outperformance that you could do. It's about what you build. If you're going into a freaking... Now, the only issue I got... Now, I'll use it. Gadget. Gadget can epoch in his ult. Isn't that a little bit crazy? So he can root you, he can drop ult, and he can sit invulnerable in it for 3 seconds. Okay? That's how he can outplay you. So you knowing that as any person that goes in on Gadget, you got to know what counters that. I need a CC. I need a Beta's root with either Chimera, and I either got to Brutal Axe the root, jump in on him when he ults, I gotta get the heck out of there. And then once he gets out of there, then I gotta jump back on him. And then guess what? He's gonna throw the root out again. That's how he would outplay the Chimera. And the Chimera would have to be like, okay, I gotta look out for these things. There's plenty of outplay potential for anybody. There is hard counters in this game. There is. So, for instance, like I said, Gadget Chimera. Gadget Crunch. Gadget Crunch is even better. Gadget will dominate Crunch. It's just how it is. There's tons of outplay. How could Crunch outplay him? What he could do is he can hold his dash, wait for the root, eat the damage, and then dash out towards him. When Gadget drops ult, he could dash out of the ult, blink back in, and then go for like some kind of crazy combo of death. It's hard to do. Takes skill. That's why skill expression and outplay go together. Skill expression, position, and movement, all that goes together. Now, let's see how they tackle this. While this is a difficult problem to resolve, okay. This can manifest from being run down the entire lane by a carry basically attacking you to death while you pushed up, to the inability to predict the juke incoming attacks. Why can't you aim? Ultimately leads to more frequent stat check scenarios where players have no opportunity to outplay their opponent to overcome a deficit. Okay. If you get behind, you get behind. How could you outplay a carry that's not behind? Here's what you do. You hit a jungle. Can you gank duo lane? Can you set me up? Hey, support. We're getting pushed into tower. Let's back up and let's try to get a Richter pull into tower. Let's try to do, like, instead of them so pushed up, they have, let's say they have like Skylar or something, right? They're pushing up, their clear's good, and you're a Murdoch and Decker, right? Okay, Decker, here's what I want you to do. I want you to tell me when you throw a stun ball out. Okay, just say stun before you throw it. Stun, throws ball, hits Skylar. I will have my stacks. Boom, poke. Poke, retreat, then go in when they get half. You will win. This is a skill expression issue. This is not a stat check issue. The only stat check issue there is in this game is the first back. So if I get them to back first, I have to back as well. Or if I get the pick on duo lane first or off lane first or mid first, I have to back. Because if they get that second item, that's when I lose the stat check fight. You understand? That's when you lose that. Is when they get that second item. Only when they get that second item, though, do you lose that battle. Alright? While it's difficulty to resolve, yeah. Not only are we slowing down the speed of... They're slowing down the speed of projectiles and explosive-based abilities. We are also increasing the fluidity of baseline movement through increased acceleration and braking when looking to pivot or change directions. In simple terms, the combination of these changes means that the various abilities are easier to dodge through movement. Let me highlight that. Here's the issue with this. You are appealing to very new players to MOBAs. And I understand that, yeah, some abilities are quick, right? Why don't we take Countess Wave, for example, and make it 50% slower? What does that do? It allows guys just to jump out of the way. Why is that an issue? Now, at higher range, anybody from silver up can just jump it. Jump right out of it. Jump backwards, jump left, jump right. Not only is the animation telling, that's the animation. Swords come out. They swipe together. That's time to react. Now, I see that It's 50% slower. Obviously, they probably didn't do 50%. Nonetheless, it's slower. I see that. That gives me all the time in the world to just go. Walk, jump, play right out of it. Anybody with aim. Gadget. Throws that bomb. You know, it comes out. Boop. Comes out slower. Oh, I could just move to my left. Move to my right. I don't like that change. I feel like when you slow down abilities and while slowing down movement speed, you're going to get a game that feels like you're a slug. A snail. And what happens? When action is slow, what happens? It feels like crap. It does. When action is slow, it feels horrible. It feels not impactful. There's only a few instances where slow and impactful makes sense. An X-ray from Mortal Kombat. A ultimate fighting move in a fighting game. That's pretty much a cutscene. You hit this fast-paced, awesome combo, and then you hit this cool ender, level 3 Street Fighter, Shin Shoryuken. Shin Shoryuken! Impact. That is when slow and impact go together. A fast into slow. Now, reverse that. Let's do slow. High punch. I'm doing fighting games, for instance, but slow it down to ability. We could do abilities. Grox. Now this used to come out the double like this, right? This is, think level 1 slow. Did that look cinematic to you? Did that look good to you? I played so much Grux, I know his attack speed. And level 1 Grux, he already hits like... Right? Literally, that's how slow he hits. Now, double cross coming out like this, now coming out slower. That's not cinematic, that's horrible. And that is bad. If you want your MOBA to feel like a slug, feel slow, you're doing it wrong. Fast pace is good. Now, if you want to slow down movement speed a little bit, here's what you do. You make a bigger map. You add more jungle. You add more things to do. You add more farming ability. If you want to slow down the game and snowballing and bouncing here, there, everywhere, make a bigger map. Don't make your character move slow. It's going to feel trash and clunky and not good. Give the player more things to do. Add more jungle mobs. Add a bigger jungle. Make it so that mid laner can go and have a mid camp to take out. Think of Smite 2. Now, I know everyone in Predecessor community, Smite 2's dead. That they love to say it. Smite 2 sucks. Smite 2's dead. Smite. I play Smite 2 on the channel, and I literally gotta say, the mid laners in that meta have the ability to go to jungle and kill jungle mobs. Not taking from jungle itself. There's these falcons that fly around that they can hunt down, and there's also a jungle camp next to mid lane. So if you get ahead, you go get that, you push lane, you go do this, you go do this farm. It gives more freedom and self-expression, right? That fix this. Instead of slowing the game down, give more to do. Alright? That's how I would have fixed it. Alright, summary. Okay, so let's read the real quick right here. We believe these changes will help address how ranged heroes can feel so oppressive in offlane, which is another large point of feedback from players in recent weeks. Because they don't know how to counter them. You go against Mortgage offlane, you build Tainted. You go against Murdoch or any kind of these weird offlanes, you got to play differently. And that adaptability, that's where skill expression comes from. Adaptability. Newer players don't have skill expression, so they get frustrated more with ranged heroes in offlane. But a high level, we go, oh, it's an Iggy. Oh, it's a Muriel. Oh, it's a Morgish. Okay, here's how I'm going to change my playstyle for this. That's skill expression. Summary. The average match will feel slower in pace and more methodical. I said how that's a good and bad thing. Minion last hits and playing the map will be more important. The landing phase will last longer and matter more. Extensive roaming will come with greater economic trade-offs. Now this is good. This is good. This is the good thing. These are bad. This is good. Towers will deal more damage. So look, we get towers do more damage mixed with laning phase will last longer and matter more, and last hits get more. So pretty much you're saying Wraith players that stand in tower all game are good. They never have to push up. What's the point? They have none. CC will be less powerful. Good luck getting that Wraith out of tower. You Richter pulled him, guess what? He just gets out of it sooner. Various abilities will be easier to dodge and harder to land. That's bad. Basic attacks will have greater movement trade-off. That's horrible. That's horrible. Skill expression and individual agency increase. Why is this horrible? Because that means when I'm basic attacking somebody, they can just run away from me. That means I have to have my support to get a kill. Skill expression and individual agency is increased. I think skill and expression decreased, and I think individual agency increased. I think this is a lie. Ranged hero and offlane should be less oppressive. This is why skill expression decreased. While there is more balanced considerations in 1.9, but we haven't discussed here overhaul, yada 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 yada. Thank you. That's my cup of take. I hope you guys enjoy it. Do I agree with it? I think it's alright. I think they're trying something new. I think it's refreshing that they are. But like I said, and I can't stress this enough, when have you ever played a slow action game? What action game is slow? What action game is slow? I gotta type in the full name. That's one thing I don't like about Steam. Is you gotta type the full game in to get it. Look at this. I'm gonna mute it for copyright. Is there gameplay? This looks slow to you? Well, this is like a gameplay trailer. That's my bad. I mean, not a gameplay trailer. Does this look slow to you? Just take a second. Because I need you guys to understand. See the speed? This isn't the best take because this is like more of a skill impression and showing like all his skills. Like this is his skills in a trailer. But when you look at that. Speed, movement. Look at that. Combos. That is sick. Look at that. That's what I'm talking about. Combo, speed. Slow that down by 50%. It ain't the move. Now take a MOBA that's already a slow-paced game, 45-minute matches, and slow it down. That's my problem. Like, comment, subscribe like you guys always do, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.